Hey folks, welcome back to Polkzoo channel and the Guitar Ladder System. I really want to thank everybody who has already purchased the Guitar Ladder System or bought a guitar from me or both. And I'm actually offering right now, if you buy a LH700 from me, you get the whole Guitar Ladder System for free. It's really a great situation. The LH700 by itself is a great situation. The all solid hand carved arch top for $14.99, and it's violin voice top. They sound amazing. They're great guitars, and I really know I'm an arch top expert. I did nothing but high-end arch tops for 10 years. But anyway, hey, I want to talk about Cycle One a little bit today. But yeah, if you ask yourself an honest question and be honest with yourself. Would you like to be the best guitar player in this lifetime possible? Would you like to listen and find and hear the music deep within your mind and find it on the guitar and totally transform your understanding of music and guitar? If the answer is yes, don't even think about it. Go to stevesatguitars.com, order the Guitar Ladder System. It's only $199 for thousands of dollars of instruction, and it really works, folks. It's very powerful. Anyway, Cycle One, there's so much we can do with Cycle One. You add the shading, okay, but what I want to talk about here is another option, which is when you're doing Cycle One, work the diminish like this. Okay, then maybe add the shading. Maybe work that down minor 9. Maybe go to here. The whole idea behind the Guitar Ladder System and what my 4,000 customers tell me is when you begin to work the studies, all of a sudden you'll be in the middle of a study, you just want to go somewhere else. That's the whole point. You're beginning to hear tension and resolution. So you might be doing Cycle One, and then you add the shading, then you convert that to a minor 9, the major 13 flat 5, minor 7, major 13 flat 5, maybe resolve major 7, minor 7 flat 5. There's just no end to where you can go, and it's just a fun process. So like I said, if you really want to take your guitar playing to new heights and really transform your guitar playing and your understanding of music, don't overthink it, folks. The Guitar Ladder System is what you're looking for in a very innovative, effective, organic guitar and instruction system that really does work. And so again, Cycle One, you can add the diminished chord and then move that minor thirds so it becomes an inversion of itself. So we have here. Okay, so if you're working Cycle One, there's so much you can do. You can add the bass to it. And you just want to keep exhausting those options, okay? And when you add the bass, you just use the same finger as the chord you're going to for the bass. Okay, but anyway, try that. Move the diminished minor thirds. Time. Maybe come down like this to the cycle of like minor 7 to major 13 flat 5. Maybe convert this to a minor 9, major 13 flat 5. Keep that going. The more options that you do, the more chord connections, the more you expose your ear to new harmonic territory, you wake up that musical ear. So add that to Cycle One, the diminished minor thirds. I know I may not be right at concert pitch, and there's my A, there's my A. But anyway, add that diminished minor thirds. Okay. And there's so much we can do. But seriously, folks, if you want to really get to know the guitar and wake up the artist within, wake up the composer within, the guitar ladder system will work. I spent almost 40 years putting it together. I studied with Joe Pass I'm 63, so about 41, 42 years ago. And I used to notice the way he would noodle. And if you watch Joe Pass noodle live, he'd play a chord, and then all of a sudden he'd beat a couple other chords, and he'd always connecting things. And he wasn't the most verbal guy in the world, but it was all about ear training. And he used to talk about that a little bit, but he didn't really have, he had never really spent a lot of time putting a system together. It takes a lot of work, folks, to put together a viable guitar system. I've spent thousands and thousands of hours, and the 240 studies you get in the guitar ladder system are so powerful. Also, some of the stuff in my guitar ladder system comes from my book. It's around here somewhere. And my book is Modern Chord Cycles for the Guitar. It was reviewed by Guitar Player magazine years ago, distributed by Carl Fisher. All of my book is in the guitar ladder system, and a ton more as well. But the bottom line is, if you just spend, a half hour, 45 minutes every day, or even, 30, 40 minutes, an hour every 2 days on the guitar ladder system, there's no fat. I've trimmed the fat. There's no busy work. I have cracked the code. I've cracked the code on learning guitar and discovered exactly what works to really greatly accelerate your learning process, and it's very, very powerful. I've had people email me within a week and a half saying, "Wow, I'm already hearing musical ideas and finding them on the guitar." And there's some real cool single note studies as well. There's my famous waterfall lick. There's a lot of really, really cool stuff. But the huge growth comes from exposing your ear, folks, to the 10, there's more than 10, but there are 10, 11, 12, systems of improvisation. But what's cool about it is I integrate those systems of improvisation into the guitar ladder system. So, you might be doing contrae motion in one thing, and then you'll be integrating something else. And so they kind of answer each other, like, you'll learn the 10 systems of improvisation very organically by working these studies. And it really works. I've had just incredible results. I've had students who've signed record deals, who've sold music, and it's not about being famous. It's not about selling something. It's about reaching your full potential. There's no better natural high, folks. Seriously, there's no better natural high on the planet than learning how to become a better guitar player, learning to wake up the artist within, beginning to write your own original music. If you want to hear some of my music, go to stevezook1.bandcamp.com. So that's Steve, STEVEZOOK1. That's not the number one spelled out, but just one. stevezook1.bandcamp.com. Listen to the range of my original material, which covers a lot of ground. You can also go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, read the review of my CD. Folks, I know what I'm doing. I give God or the universe most of the credit. I worked my ass off, though. I used to practice 12 hours a day. I studied flamenco. I studied concert level classical. I studied with Joe Pass, Ted Green, Horace Hatchett. Horace Hatchett taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts went on to form GIT, which then became Musicians MI Institute in Hollywood, and Horace Hatchett, who I studied with 3 or 4 times, gave me permission to include what I call now the secret Horace Hatchett files. Folks, the Guitar Ladder course is just jam-packed with real material. This is not bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit out there. If you want to buy something that's real, that's been well thought out with thousands of hours behind it, that's actually going to give you huge returns. It'd be like buying Microsoft back when you could buy Microsoft for, $20 or whatever, back when you could buy Apple for $10, $15. You're going to get a return on the time that you put into the Guitar Ladder system, and it's going to be huge. And I've sold over 4,000 of them without one dime of advertising, and All you have to do is bring a positive attitude to the table, and it's a little hard to talk and play, but if you just bring a positive attitude to the table, you're going to make a quantum leap. Just don't judge it, don't overanalyze it, because great art does not develop by being inside of a box and being a left brain approach. Developing art is much, much different. It's a subconscious thing. The left brain's too slow, it's too analytical. What we do in the guitar ladder system is we seed the subconscious mind and present it with information so it can then put the pieces of the puzzle together. And it really works, folks. I'm actually surprised how much it works, and that's the truth. It was my students that said, holy shit, Steve, I'm having a quantum leap here. I've got stories. If you want to call me, I'll tell you about them. I've got stories of people just making huge leaps. I mean, they went as far in like a year as it should have taken them like 12 years. It really works, folks. But anyway, so on cycle one, move that diminished like that, kind of in minor thirds, right? And then if you want to then add the shading. So, I'm adding you'll find as you work the guitar ladder system, you'll just start playing and you'll just start taking off all over the place. It makes chord melody easy, folks, really. And the hardest thing about chord melody is making it interesting without overdoing it to where it's just too much stuff. You got to make it tasty. But seriously, folks, again, ask yourself this question. Do you want to be the best guitar player that you can be this lifetime, and without spending another 10, 12 years doing it and thousands of hours? Would you like to discover the music deep within your subconscious mind and learn to find it on the guitar and learn to compose and be a composer? Would you like to wake up the artist within? Would you like to transform your playing and take a huge quantum leap? And this isn't bullshit, it really works. If the answer is yes, don't overthink it. Just go to invest in $199. It's thousands of dollars of high quality, innovative, simple, organic guitar instruction for only $199. The guitar ladder system is what you're looking for. If you're looking for a real shortcut and something to seed the subconscious mind, to wake up the artist within, and completely transform your understanding of guitar and music, it works. You can order at stevezookguitars.com. Take care.